One's typically called day, one's called night or graveyard, and one's a swing shift in between. Typically speaking, it's early evening stuff.
Yeah, but that costs money.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that's how the internet providers justify their lack of upgrades. It costs money!
And I'm just like, okay, well, what are you doing with the millions of dollars we're giving you?
Funding marathons, of course!
Why not? Fucking why not?
In which people die anyway, because we don't know how to do it right. I like the pop sound that the busmen make when they die. Pop! Okay, they seem to have some kind of military code down there. Nice.
That's strange.
Very, very interesting. That implies they have culture.
The lore of Boogerman.
The shit goblins have culture. I'm quite amazed. But then there's this asshole.
And then there's this dickhead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. All cultures are beautiful.
No, they're not.
A very sophisticated method of transportation.
Nose tubes.
Nasal cavities.
Nasal tubes. I'm guessing they'd be called.
I have no idea what they're called. I'm not sure if I really
Probably
want to.
just called nose transport or something like that.
Here's a good question. What is this house
Wait,
made
no!
of?
The green line!
Oh, damn!
I'll see myself out.
It's time for you to leave.
How did I not think of that one, first of all?
It's time to go.
Made too many puns. I've been arrested for meme crimes.
The price for memes is £800, please. They even have fucking power lines. Look at that. These people are sophisticated as fuck.
I've gotta wonder then, what the fuck did they all evolve from?
Could it be that Boogermeister's theft actually uplifted this once primitive civilization of microorganisms?
In that case, because you jumped in like 2 moments after him, then that's gotta be fucking fast.
Yeah, like that monolith from whatever movie it was.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Ah,
I
right.
think that was it.
Yeah, I think that's what
I
it
think that
was.
was it. Yeah. I've never actually seen that movie. It's always been on my to-watch list, but I've never done it. What are we, a Renaissance fair here? Shit does not belong in your... Oh, for God's sake.
Look at that. This guy
That's
is.
how we spread the plague, dickhead.
But this guy is very clean about himself. Look at that. He's shoveling all the shit out of his house. He doesn't want to live in shit. He seems a little obsessed about cleaning, though. Boogerman, please. Okay.
Okay, what was that idle animation? Jesus Christ. You had a fucking fit there.
Well, I can kind of relate. It's kind of difficult sometimes to get rid of boogers when they get sticky.
No comment.
Wait a minute. That font for vote. Isn't that the same font that they use for Sunset Riders, actually?
I think so.
I think so
It's a very
too.
common font.
I think so too, yeah. I'll need to double check that. I've never noticed
Give me
that
a sec.
before.
Give me a second. I've got my phone with me. I'll just look it up. What did you call it? Sunset Riders?
Yeah. The same game that I used to make Sunset Saruman.
That's what I figured it was from.
I actually tried out the arcade version of Sunset Riders recently. It's a lot of fun.
No, the font's a lot different. But I do know the font. The font is like it's kind of standardized military font that most people use in video games back then. I saw it a little bit.
I think that font is used in like a player name inputs for Sunset Riders.
Huh.
It's not used in very common places, that one I know. But I believe I've seen it before. For the viewers at home who are wondering, why aren't we talking more about the game? Well, what do you want me to say?
Alright, let's give a mini review of the game. Keep in mind I haven't played the game. This is just what I've seen. The gameplay feels a little tight, and it seems that Boogerman is a little bit floaty. Would you agree with that? Like, it seems that he jumps and so forth quite high, but doesn't drop like a stone.
No, I don't know. His jump feels fine to me. It's less weighty than, let's say, Mario's, for example. He doesn't start dropping as quickly as him, I think. But it feels alright to me. You see that motherfucker dropping down on the floor? If he does that, do not jump into him. That animation hurts. For some fucking reason, him falling over his ass hurts you. I don't know why.
The animation and so forth, like, the animation work especially seems quite well done.
Yeah, like look at...
Like, there's honestly a weird amount of frames per movement and per motion that you didn't really always see in the in those days. And even certain sections of the background have been animated, like the eye stalks from before. Like those got ow. Those got animation, whereas at the time a lot of background stuff didn't get animation, they were just sprite work. Because of the fact that, well, why would we animate the background when we could use that space to better animate characters and stuff in the foreground?
What is that face on that goblin?
I don't even want to know, frankly. I don't want to know what any of these things are. They creep me out.
Dude,
look at the one that's jumping up and down there like oh, it's a mosh pit.
The guy who was trying to stab me from below had the fucking face of I'm gonna stab him. It was so beautiful. This is why I like old games. They're so stupid. He was eating his fucking nails. Very sophisticated.
Very sophisticated.
And they say only humans do this.
Here's a question. They have sentient shit nuggets. So is this like Orcoid Society from 40k where you start as a lower form of life and then evolve into a bigger form? So the shit nuggets, like, are they their kids? And they evolve to be full goblins as time goes on?
You know, that is a good question. And your theory does have some ground, because we get to see where the shit nuggets actually come from.
Fucking seriously?
Yes, we get to see their origins. Wait a minute, I got stabbed, so why am I flashing?
Did you pick up another cape?
No? Now I'm flashing. I'm flashing now properly. I was flashing a little faster before. I wonder if it was a glitch.
Strange. Boss fight time!
Who's the boss fight of this place? I always forget. Is it that fucker who shits maggots?
That fucking description though, Jesus Christ! Is it that fucker that shits maggots?
Yes, it's Flyboy.
Yes it is. Seriously. What the fuck is that thing?
It's... Oh no, never mind. He picks up the maggots from his crotch. Much different. Oh!
I mean, where do you store your maggots?
I don't store them anywhere. I don't have maggots in my dick. And why is he spitting at me? Spit on him, brothers. Spit on him.
Spit on him, brother. Oh, well, we've officially dated this Let's Play.
I'm choking on these memes. I can't breathe. Stop spitting at me.
I'm sorry, but if you've got maggots on your dick, you've got problems.
Well, at least you got free food and bait for your fishing.
And you've got problems that are like medical weapons grade problems.
This fucking spring is just in the way. Try to avoid the spring. It'll fuck you up.
These fucking weird little movements.
Don't try to attack him when he's moving.
I'm surprised they went to the trouble of animating all of this, like, genuine motion to him.
Oh!
Like, he looks like he's got genuine life to the character.
I also fucking hate him. He keeps spitting on me. Fucking barbarian. Stop doing that!
The origin of Ugandan Knuckles.
I swear, if I could, I'd draw pixel art of this. Oh shit! Okay, I'm doing this wrong.
A save state.
I'm doing this wrong. I'm not using save states, no way. You don't have to actually, because there's a password system. And guess what? Unlike many password systems which suck ass, this one is brilliant because it only has 4 digits to put in for one. And another thing, it remembers which stage you died in, so you simply need to enter the password screen and press start.
That's pretty damn cool.
Very impressive and very appreciated. Now please, Flyboy, could you please do me a favor and stop spitting on me, goddammit! I just cleaned this coat! Stop that! This boss is surprisingly difficult, actually. I find this more difficult than the final boss. If only because he spits all over the place and it's kind of hard to get to a safe spot before he starts doing that. Because you gotta avoid both the trampoline and the maggots.
What is sitting on his ass?
His helmet. Anyway, Mucus Mountains! Waterfalls! Waterfalls! Waterfalls of mucus!
Okay, why not? Why the fuck not?
There's even clouds here. They have atmosphere and they have retarded creatures. Look at this guy. Fuck him. He doesn't deserve to be fought because he's so retarded he falls off the cliff. Oh, and yeah, never mind. There's a finger sticking out of the mountain.
Why not? You know, why not?
And it has boogers on it.
At this point, are we really questioning this?
No, I'm merely observing the strange evolution of life on this planet. You know, I'm not really convinced that the search for exoplanets is a good idea.
Especially not if they look like this.
Oh, they at least have trees, so wait.
They at least have some form of vegetation.
What the fuck? Who's throwing boulders at me?
That guy.
But they have trees, like genuine trees. They have to have oxygen. We could colonize this world. The question is, should we?
Want to?
Yeah, the question is, should we?
It takes some pretty heavy terraforming to get rid of the fucking rivers of snot.
I gotta say, this is the most.
I just realized something. Here's the thing. The way that climate works, it gets colder the north you go, and it gets colder the higher up you go. Meaning somewhere in this world, there's a giant glacier made of snot.
Oh damn! I never thought of that! Fuck you! I didn't want to think of that.
I dread to think what acid rain is in this place.
It's shit. Or piss. I imagine it's piss.
It's piss. It's like the kind of piss after all you've drunk is soda.
Man, my favorite plant. Green salami. It's literally green salami.
Oh god damn it. The more you think about this world in relationship to our own, the more it just...
Why does this game have so much Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? What kind of animation was that? I've never seen that.
I think it hit you.
Oh, he did hit me because I fucked up my jump on him, but I've never seen myself do the I'm knocked over because I got rammed up my ass animation. Wow. Why does this game have so much effort and world building into it? What the fuck?
I do like the keep in mind, this is 1994. The Sega Genesis had like 4 megabytes. each animation that you
sorry,
did
correction.
was a
Correction. It had 4 mega power.
fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out. Each animation that you do, and there's a lot of animation work done in this game, took a significant chunk of that memory up. And the fact that the animations are done so well, and so consistently well, is actually kind of mind-blowing. There's a lot of detail put into the animation work and the background work.
Not to mention the unique mechanics of this game. No
yeah.
one level is exactly the same. Like this area, for example. Why are we suddenly in a cave rather than the mountains? Shouldn't we go like through the mountains 4 times? No. Here's the thing. You go through the caves and the mountains at the same time because it's in the same area.
Mountain,
Oh
cave,
shit!
mountain. Oh dear.
He was kind of upset about that. But yeah, these are the caves that are inside the same mucus mountains, and the caves are called nasal caverns. Stop that, you fucking asshole! He hit
So
me.
you have so you have like 1 level of mountains, 2 level of caves, and 1 level of mountains to represent going through.
Yeah, you have 2 levels of mountains in total and 2 levels of caves. That makes up the entire mucus mountains range.
Not bad.
I kind of like that idea, actually.
Yeah. It shows actual, like, there's worlds and so forth. And he's clearly going through, but here, this begs the question, what the fuck were they mining for?
Boogers, of course! I don't know, actually. I do have to say though, I just realized, if that person is watching, and I know that she probably is watching, would you agree that this is actually a better open world game than Breath of the Wild? Yeah, I had to.
Take it she doesn't like Breath of the Wild.
I think she called it a piece of shit.
Alright, yeah, that probably.
Well, I mean, I guess she has a
I've never
point.
played it. I've never played it. I've just watched a very, very good Let's Play of it.
There seems to be something wrong about this.
It looks to be trying to suck something in, but it appears not to be doing anything to you.
This is probably one of those times where the effort was a little underutilized. It's supposed to represent here a gust of wind that is preventing you from going anywhere.
It looks more like static.
I know. It looks like your connection is breaking up. You need to push
Yeah,
a
it looks
boulder
like a
in here.
glitch. It's like a glitch in the Matrix.
You need to push a boulder up to that to block the wind. Unfortunately, the graphic for the wind never disappears as you do that, so you never are truly sure about this until you do the act, of course. Now watch as I destroy this boulder with my mighty lung action. Nice.
Amazing.
You can actually destroy both of these boulders in one shot, if you just line up the shot correctly. This guy has some amazing lungs. You see that miner over there? Ignore him. Fuck him. He's a dick.
What did he do?
You cannot actually hurt him by jumping into him. But you have no
Okay.
idea about this. It doesn't look like you can't jump into him. And you will always forget that until you try to jump into him and realize that you can't do that. There's also these guys. Okay. But yeah, the crazy miners, if you're gonna kill them, do it from a distance with your projectiles. Because actually jumping into them does not actually work. Oh, thank goodness for the fucking trampoline. Oh. 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 Let me relax for a second. I had a heart attack. What was that? Oh, it's a 1-up. I don't have any gas. Shit. Oh, whatever.
I love the confident strut he does.
I like the boss fight of this area. He's the funniest antagonist for me in this game. He's literally the antithesis of Boogerman.
Man booger?
No. That would be Booger. Oh shit. Hold on.
the Boogermeister.
Yes, I spoiled it. I suppose it wasn't really hard to figure that out. Considering there are
No,
vote
yeah,
for
this
Boogermeister
fucking-
sign.
Fucking face plastered everywhere.
Exactly. But no, the antithesis in this case would be someone who really does not like being dirty and hobo.
Mr. Clean.
It should have been
Please say Mr. Clean.
It should have been Mr. Proper.
No, what we need is that guy from the shouty ads. The BAM! And the dirt is gone! We need that guy.
Who?
It's an Australian advert.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. No, here's a weird thing. There's a boulder
Whoa,
set up.
watch out.
There's a boulder set up here to kill the ogre with, but the ogre starts moving way too early, so you never have the opportunity to use the boulder against him. What's the
You have
point?
to fucking wait for ages.
Yeah, what's the point? And once you drop the boulder, it breaks, so it's not like you can use it for anything else. Why is it there? You get the fuck out of here. I want my milk. I want time to tap into my multiculturalism powers. I want some of that mleko.
What?
Only Polish people will understand. Literally.
Oh, there's actually a really good Polish place to get food in town. And I've been tempted to go there again because they do some good stuff.
Did that motherfucker just release a shit nugget at me? He did!
Yes, he did.
You better get out of here. Fucking Ninja Turtle, get the fuck. Wait a minute. There's a manhole inside the sewers that probably leads into super sewers. How do I enter the super
It doesn't
sewers?
lead anywhere. If you look at it, it literally just leads to nothingness.
Well, considering that toilets all interconnect to the same location, perhaps it does lead to somewhere.
Perhaps.
Perhaps there is like a super sewer or something. Like a super hell in a way, but even worse.
A hell for people who are too bad for hell.
Or you could always say it leads to Pooh Mountain from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Nah, the hell that is too
Go
good
away!
for people. What the fuck was that?
That is actually a troll. I
He
kinda
got defeated quite easily.
I like the design of that troll actually. It's unorthodox for a troll, but I think it works. Plus I like the idea behind him. He's not much of a threat by himself, but he does pose a different kind of problem for you. He eats your power-ups and they permanently disappear from the game.
Oh dang!
So you want him dead as soon as possible, because otherwise you ain't getting those power-ups back. And every time he does that, he does it with a very loud and audible yum. I love it. Wait a minute, look at this. It's a fucking ropeway. What kind of fucking levels of sophistication is going through this place? They have methods of transportation on this mountain. This is amazing.
I mean, they have fucking democracy and electoral things, so
This is an amazing place to witness. It's like evolution is happening at like 5 inventions per minute.
true that.
It's incredible. Too bad we have to fuck everything up.
This is an allegory for American imperialism, isn't it?
Fuck. You might be onto something.
No, I'm not onto something.